Hello everyone, I am SMB1985 and I am here to react to another same requester who video requested to me commentary videos, timeless videos, and once again, this is gonna be a pretty weirdest commentary video I'm gonna be reacting to. Like, I'm looking at the thumbnail and I'm just like, I have no words at all. So this is called Fashion from Elegant to Goofy, made by TommyNFG. I'm just looking at the thumbnail. I really boy, this is the weirdest video you've ever sent this to me. I'm looking at the fucking thumbnail. This isn't Goofy, this is cursed. How can you how can that Goofy outfit like support your arms and your thighs? Look how small his feet is. How can they support that? How can that Goofy outfit support that? Guys, are you seeing this? Are you seeing how cursed this look? That's not possible. That's not possible, bro. That's not. Look at his arms. Look, he can't even bend. He can't even bend his arms. He's just stuck like this. He's just stuck. Y'all see? He's just stuck like this. Look, he's like. Like, look how small his head is. Look at the shoulders. Look how the shoulder is like. It's puffy. He looks so puffy, bro. He's like a human balloon. He can't even move his arms. Bro, he's gonna be waddling. He's gonna be waddling like a duck. Like fucking penguins from Madagascar. He's gonna be waddling like Happy Feet. Bro, he's gonna be waddling. He's gonna be What gives him a right to wear that bullshit? Oh my god. What gives you the brilliant idea to wear this bullshit? Bro, I can understand if you're autistic. If you're autistic, that's not meant to be made fun of. I don't make fun of autistic people. I don't. This is just sad. This is like, you need like mentally help. Like, you cannot walk properly. You can't even bend your arms properly. You can't even, you know, move your arms freely. You can't even do that. He just looks so uncomfortable in that outfit. And this look like the modern era too. How you go from the Titanic era to the fucking, I don't know, oh, 2023, oh, that. How you go from the Titanic era to the AI era, which AI shouldn't exist to begin with. Oh my God. This is just disappointing. This is so disappointing, man. Look, I guess I'm gonna check this video out. This is so disappointing, bro. I feel so bad for this guy. I don't know if he have autism, but that's not something to joke about. Like, this is not funny. This is sad. This is just sad. This is not even funny to begin with. This is just disturbing. But you want me to react to this? You got it. I'm just like, what the actual fuck am I looking at? What am I looking at on this thumbnail? Like, seriously? Do you really have a brain? I don't make fun of autism people. Fuck that.
You know, growing up, I was never really the best per se at fashion and putting myself together. I mean, for God's sakes, I should have these videos with the same rotation of shirts and headbands. But I can confidently say I was never really the.
Hey, he looked fly in his
If it was
afro.
the winter time, I always made sure to put on high knee shorts and the thinnest white tank top.
I really love his afro. I love this man's afro.
Bring a pillow in case
he
an
is
emergency pillow fight would break out.
so
I'm not taking chances. My point being, although
he's
not
so fly.
fashionable, you know, I still know how to dress when need be. But
this guy is so fly. He is so fly, guys.
To fashion, mainly modern fashion. The entire industry of fashion has
so
always been a funny
fly
thing,
right now.
because
He is
fashion
fly.
works with exquisite designs with pieces made of precision. Hours, sometimes days spent working on the most finest pieces of fabric humanity's ever seen, with the fashion designers who truly cared about the art. Like, we can never forget about the fit pic Saint Laurent took at Christian Dior's funeral. Still one of the hardest names in existence, and still one of the hardest.
I don't know him, so don't blame me.
Throw things you found in a garbage dump on your back and walk down and run away. We've got some leftover cloth. Okay, here.
Is that Jake Paul?
And before I even
oh my
start
God,
this video, the Generosity did
Jake
make a video
Paul.
similar to this, and I
well, at least he's not like Logan Paul.
Points, so definitely go check it out. But I wanted to add some of my own points to it, and my main question for this video is gonna answer something he didn't really tackle. How did fashion actually go from this, and this to whatever it is now? I want to propose.
How can you breathe?
So abhorrent dog now. But first, let's define what fashion is. Fashion is a popular trend, especially in styles of dress and ornament or manners of behavior. Styles is
manners of behavior, manners.
And I'm pretty sure it's just universally agreed upon by.
What's wrong with these people?
Attention. I think when a regular person sees the absolute doo-doo on fashion runways now, contrary to belief, I really don't think they care. It's not like they're gonna sit there enamored and glamored by whatever the hell they be wearing at these fashion shows. And it's not like they're gonna sit down for hours writing a hate.
Did this person just flash?
So dumb now. At the point the person sees it though, the fashion.
Oh hell no.
Their plan is in full effect. They're like Eisen from Bleach, where he's planned every single trick in the book and can't be touched. You see, we live in such an attention whore economy that you can literally get famous for saying a single phrase and reap off the benefits. But when people keep seeing the same old, that's no fun. You have to do and say the most wild things ever now to get that clout.
There's
speed. It's never just stayed as one style. That would be too boring to anyone. Every decade, there's always some type of new trend hitting the streets for the people of the world, which on the regular is pretty good for societies. Like if we talk about in the 2010s,
I feel so bad for him getting traumatized by this lip challenge.
Super mega high
Kylie Jenner
just get too
challenge
boring for people to watch. You can only watch the same suit and dresses walk down the runway before you get bored of it. So these brands are like, Okay, this is getting too boring for people because it's the same as before. So instead, let's just change the outfits every time to something random so people don't get bored. Which is why we see so many goofy, Willy Wonky donkey clothing on these runaways. When the human eye sees something so dumb that it doesn't even make any sense, it kind of makes us want to look more. And since it's a new style every time, it's not going to get boring to look at. It's like when you were a kid and got traumatized by your first gore video on Live Leak. It shocked you because shit. Class at school, but at the same time, you were just so captivated by it. So whether you look at these shows and either love or hate them, the companies have gotten your attention. They've won. The more attention, the more revenue they make. It's just how it works.
Oh, it's Wreck-It Ralph.
Easier for them. Like, look what y'all did with that.
I barely watched Wreck-It Ralph.
Velma is a clearly.
Oh, no!
Now it's getting a second season because people were too busy.
No!
I understand though, like I know it can be very hard to look at.
No, I did not know that. Nope, I didn't know it was getting a second season. No.
Tribe of all that fabric and sticks. And my favorite one of all, the square. It's a square. I also found this article while doing research for this video that made a lot of really good points about this. It points out that, quote-unquote, those outside the fashion bubble have begun to point fun at it. Which makes sense to me because, like I said, I don't think the average human being really cares about fashion like that. A lot of people
fashion is supposed to be manners.
Thumbs up in the mirror.
Manners of fashion.
Expensive garments approved by some random from European cities we've never heard of. So these fashion brands need to get us regular folks looking at them in some way. Which is what stuff like this and why it's so popular now. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. The more we go on with years...
Only children can make fun of fashion.
Becomes
goofy fashion.
The new thing happening right now is whatever the these shoes are in the fashion world. These have been trending this past month and honestly got me questioning fashion to make this video. We're at the point where the new fashion thing is just throwing on a pair of shoes with zero soles, zero laces, zero parts of being an actual shoe.
It's not a shoe. That is just... That's just plastic.
Seconds.
Or rubber!
But the thing is, although a majority of people see this thing and make fun of its goofy odd design, out of 100 people, 99 put in and dig a hole to bury it in the deepest parts of Earth. But one person is gonna be like,
now hold on guys, hold on, let's give it a chance. It doesn't really look that bad. I'm actually kind of interested in it.
It's immature though, it's immature!
And it's pretty much over. Another example would be something like when Supreme was popping off a couple of years ago. You think the heads of fashion at Supreme thought it was a perfect dedication to art by slapping their logo on a brick and selling it for 30 bucks?
Is that supposed to be an offensive
attention, which
logo or something?
Sales and profit. It's also why I feel celebrities wear these dumb fits. It's the perfect way to get the attention to them.
God!
Theory is something I like to call rich people just be bored. Boredom theory has become a very popular theory.
God! Bro, you are just humiliating yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. That's sad.
People on the internet. An example of this is if I like mispronounce someone's neogenetic pronoun on Twitter, then I'm all of a sudden the worst person in existence and deserve to be burned to the stake. Meanwhile, in real life, aka the real world, no one really cares and even knows what that is. Okay, I'm off topic, but my point is when rich people have all this money and have bought all the things they could need in life, every single supercar that exists, every single multi-million mansion that exists, every single mega yacht that exists.
Giving me this
leave it there.
Jack Doherty vibe.
Who likes helping poor people? I mean, come on. People are probably gonna cancel them anyways, like Mr. Beast. No, you buy yourself something. It's always
don't care about Mr. Beast either.
Ends up with a bunch of rich people who only care about how other rich people look trying to outdo.
What is this?
It's already a known term. I mean,
why is the bears on your shoulders?
Into these events to even get them running, which is mainly why you always see only the super high rich at these types of high fashion shows, while us plebeians have to watch it on YouTube with ads. They're the only ones that can understand each other's boredom and how they deal with it, which is by doing this, I guess. Once again, the proof is in the pudding with this too. Like, look at the people in the crowds at these shows. Not a single one of these people look like they would ever shake my hand. As a matter of fact, I don't see a single person except the man in the back. My this would probably be too much for them. I know for a fact one of them would be racist. It's also
they have that nervous smile on their face.
Celebrities love to embarrass themselves,
and they try not to
people you see are high
make that person embarrassed. embarrass
are some of the
them
most bored individuals
because
ever that never
mental health is
I
real.
can't believe people take celebrities' political opinions and thoughts seriously. And these celebrities usually have either two ways of dealing with this boredom. One is going to the Met Gala with goofy off fashion, and another is flying to a certain island and doing you know what. I'm trying my best to stay clear of guidelines, okay guys? So their way of mingling is by going to this event wearing these goofy clothes with
Hitless
clothes.
mannequin. What?
When Lil Nas X pulled up as Iron Man, Zayn Malik popping out with a bionic arm. We're not gonna act like he didn't steal Genos' entire flow. And when Jaden Smith pulled up with his chopped off...
Was that from My Hero Academia?
我会告诉你父亲。
Oh, it's Bow Wow! Oh!
There's
Karate Kid!
I can just make
Karate Kid! What's with the burger
It doesn't help
outfit?
also that people just praise these.
Why is it to her
designs that I think are
bottom?
just made out of pure boredom. Like, for
What?
example, Kanye. I'm talking about music and
Oh
fashion.
no! Oh, he's
Kanye
anti-Semitic.
is obviously
He's a
musical
Nazi.
genius, and there's no argument.
He's a Nazi
with that.
supporter.
And sometimes even a fashion genius.
And why he gotta be black,
Yeah,
bro?
no, I don't care what y'all say. I'm still shocked he got some of y'all to buy whatever the hell these shoes are. He had to have been just bored one day and grabbed
Totally not
piece of
Crocs.
paper and sketched a random shoe design in 5 minutes, which honestly makes sense for someone like Kanye. And people will still make the effort to buy it at all costs. To the point when it's sold out,
he
they'll
is
buy it at double the price from some real seller on eBay or StockX.
wearing that
The worst
shit.
part is that regular people in society are always the ones that end up falling and fighting tooth and nail for these types of things, not realizing that the celebrities absolutely give.
Was that like a Black Friday
My last
video?
thing is something I've already relayed on Twitter before, so go follow me there if you're not already. But it's not the fact
I'm just reacting to this.
Part of the most wealthiest people to make fun of everyone else. Now look, I know it sounds crazy, but let me explain for a minute. When the fashion industry originally started, it was always the same snobby things we know now, like fancy suits and high polyester dresses. And these people were synonymous for making fun of the plebeians with dirty, musty, and rusty clothes. However, once it became popular and much more easier for those plebeians to access these suits and dresses, you know, when it got to the point where you could just walk in any thrift shop and find an old head snazzy suit for 30 bucks, or for the ladies, a granny's nice pantaloon dress for like 50 bucks. Then after that, you could hit a Payless store
man,
and buy
money
some
is
nice loafers.
money
and
does not
$30.
play.
The snobs were shocked at this. To them, we just stole their whole flow and left them with nothing. So I think one day they all just gathered.
Shaun the Sheep? Is that Shaun the
We're
Sheep?
just gonna make it so you don't want to replicate our style. It makes sense too because everyone wanted to be high class back then. Down from the aesthetics, fine arts, fashion sense, they had it all. And now no one even wants to be associated with it. Now we got $1 million houses that don't even.
What the fuck is that? What type of house is that? Why is it upside down?
Damn, this-
Why is it upside down?
High fashion now. And by making these goofy clothes super.
Look at her hair! Oh my! Oh, I used to watch
The drip they do now.
El Omega.
That stuff keeps coming back so.
I used to watch that El Omega in 2017. That was the weirdest anime I've ever seen.
$5 and just hot glue the heel on. The article also points this out too. "Quote unquote consumers."
I was a teenager.
For affordable prices at
I used to
small
watch that.
fashion retails. Which is kind of true. I mean, they sell this previous high-end fashion at regular places you can think of now. Walmart, Target, Walgreens, Costco, it don't really matter. So them doing this is low-key like a you to us. They're like, whoa, I mean, now you know we're rich, and go ahead and copy us, we really don't care. But the problem is, people actually try to, and it's kind of sad. If you're just a regular mofo in life and trying to be like
Motherfucker.
you truly are a loser. People really be out here buying fake clothes from these designer brands and trying to imitate them
Just
to
why?
look rich. Gucci
Just
logo
why?
spelled
To them
Gucci,
old for
Porter
all
logo
that,
trying to
man.
throw it back like an Ice Spice music video. There's just no reason to care like that. I say just be happy in life, and if anything, try not to imitate these people. If it makes me a loser for wearing what I'm wearing now, then I guess
I'm a loser
forever. I don't care. Let them be in their little la la land and play dress up, and we could just live as regular, sane human beings. And don't think it makes you dumber just because you're not doing what the so-called fashion experts are doing. For reference, here's what happened.
You're just doing this for clout.
Fashion show in 2023.
And attention.
They are not even wearing the dresses on them anymore. You can be secured in yourself and your smarts. Just throw on some sweatpants, little bro. It'll do a better job anyways. So that's the end of my very thought-through conspiracy theories. Of course, you guys can type along why you think society has downgraded from this to this in fashion. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys.
Why is she wearing the dress like upside down? Why is she wearing the dress upside down? Bro, mental health is real. Mental health is real, guys. Mental health is absolutely real. That is sad. That is so sad, man. those are one of those signs of mental health. They living in an upside down home. That's another sign of mental health. I don't even want to talk about mental health in this reaction video either. The fact she's wearing a dress. She's wearing like a gown that was supposed to be, the head's supposed to be like on top, but now the head of the fashion dress is like on the in the bottom. While when you put your legs through, it's on top of your head. I really have no words. Thank you for requesting this to me. And please do not wear retarded bullshit. Okay? Don't do that, because mental health is a thing. Mental health is a thing. Be more mature, be more mindful, you have some manners of respect of wearing fashions. Jesus fucking Christ. The level of immaturity is so real. And just be you. Just be fucking you. Just be you. That's all. That's all. Saw, folks. Peace.